On August 24th, 2001, an Airbus A330 with 306 people on board ran out of fuel. Both engines were dead, miles from land, and this had literally never happened before in aviation history.
So how on earth did this happen? Well, the story starts 9 days earlier with a maintenance issue. Crews found metal chips in the right engine, and you know what that means. Serious trouble brewing inside. So they installed a loaner engine. The problem? It wasn't quite a perfect match for the plane.
Mechanics installed mismatched tubes, a combination that was never, ever supposed to fit together.
And because of this, two metal tubes were rubbing together, grinding away, flight after flight.
4 hours into the flight, the pilots noticed something weird, a pretty serious fuel imbalance between the wings. They figured it was just a computer glitch, so they decided to fix it using a procedure from memory. A huge mistake. They skipped the checklist and opened a valve, feeding the leak with all the good fuel. And get this, a recommended warning system from a similar incident years before was never installed. Unbelievable.
At 6:26 a.m., the second engine flamed out. And then, complete silence.
The main power failed. The whole plane plunged into a really eerie darkness and quiet. They were 144 kilometers away from the nearest runway, a tiny strip on the Azores Islands. Terrified passengers, sitting in total darkness, were told to brace for an emergency water landing. A ditching at night in the cold Atlantic, that would have been catastrophic. But for 19 minutes, Captain Robert Pichet, an expert glider pilot, controlled the silent descent.
At 6:45 a.m., they touched down hard, tires blown, but they were on the tarmac. They'd made it.
Incredibly, all 306 people made it out. No deaths and only a handful of minor injuries. Captain Pichet was an instant hero. His skills saved everyone and set a new world record. But then the media storm hit. It turned out Pichet had actually served prison time for drug smuggling. After everything, the airline got hit with a huge fine. The whole thing became a vital lesson in safety. So was it just one tiny error or a whole chain of them? A mismatched part, a skipped checklist?